And we got another one. This is about Dina Asher-Smith. Dina, what is going on? Do you need some help over there? You got an injury. Why you still running? Now, obviously, there are different grades of injuries because Michael Johnson definitely did break the world record while he was dealing with a hamstring injury, slipped out his blocks. I will not let that one go because, hey, especially because she's more dominant over the 200 than she is in the 100, right? But yeah, he had a hamstring injury. He ran the 200-meter world record while slipping out of the blocks. Now, I got another video that's going to come up that's going to say, is Michael Johnson actually faster than Usain Bolt over the 200? Because if you really think about it, slipping out of the blocks cost him how many tenths of a second, right? All right. With that being said, look, I'm over here looking confused like these two guys are doing because, or she and he are doing because I'm like, Dina, you said you were injured and then you ran the 4x1. And I'm like, wait a minute. So that means it's not as serious as we thought. But here, let me bring up the article of what we're talking about. But before we get into that, don't forget that you are watching Head and Shoulders Above the Rest, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And YouTube channel, Head and Shoulders ATR. So without further ado, let's get into today's topic, which is covering Dina Asher-Smith at the Paris Diamond League event, which is going to be on August 28th. Now, obviously, this is in French. Maybe the audience here, you guys don't necessarily understand it. But look, I'm going to be covering Fred Curley about the Prefontaine meet versus Bromell. Would that be his return? I know I did an overview, but actually I'm going to dive more in depth. And I think that's the next video or the video after this. So stay tuned for that one. But he's going to go against Bednarik over the 200. That's what they're saying. Then it says here, the British Dina Asher-Smith, the 200-meter champion, all right, the British 200-meter champion, faces the Jamaicans over the 100. And in this case, they had mentioned above that it's Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shericka Jackson. All right. Mondo Duplantis is here in the pole vault, obviously. But so she's going to be facing off Dina Asher-Smith against Thompson-Herah and Shericka Jackson. So this is going to be meet after meet after meet that they'll be going in. Obviously, they're competing for that $10,000 cash prize. And also they want to be the Diamond League winner, which they get a bonus after that. So another thing to look here is Laura Muir. She's going to be running the 3,000 against the Bahraini athlete, Kalkadan Gezahinj. Dang it. The Bahraini athlete Kalkadan, which is the runner-up in the 10,000 at Tokyo. So there you go. Those are the ones. So let's talk about something. Oh, and Femke Bol, she's going to be running the 400 hurdles here as well. So that's going to be something to look out for, too. See if she improves her PR, what she actually does. This is going to be very, very interesting. But Dina Asher-Smith, let's do a rundown here. And if you want to look at it more in English, all right, I'm going to put it here, right? So what do we think is going to happen? I think that Dina Asher-Smith, obviously, it's appearance fees. She's wanting to continue to line her pockets. But here's another thing. This is why I think it's important to have a track and field league. Because before I get into what I think is going to happen here, we first got to see the other weeks that's going on too, right? What's going to happen at Prefontaine? How's Thompson-Herah? She going to pull up with an injury? Because, you know, she has had that Achilles in the past, but she's having a season of her life. So what's the best way to do it? You run it up until you can't anymore. So with that being said, now, this is why we need a track league, or at least something they have some kind of ranking system where they can actually get paid without having to do the quote unquote appearance fees or try to race for the money, because we know that Diamond League, they pay $10,000 for gold, right? And for the people that aren't familiar, that's how much they get paid. They win one of these Diamond Leagues, then they get paid $10,000. So, and then they get points toward who's the champion for the Diamond League. And I think there's some kind of prize bonus, cash bonus with that. So that's why we need a track and field league, because if an athlete is injured, obviously they got certain things to do and certain requirements, but they may or may not have to compete at certain meets after they've gotten injured. Obviously, for a championship, you will want your athlete, even if they are injured, to compete, just like what Dina Asher-Smith did. She helped her team set a British national record. So, of course, at a championship, you know, they're going to do that. But during a regular season, right, or a postseason, does she actually have to run? No, she doesn't have to run anymore. We wouldn't want her to run anymore if that's an injury. If I'm the team owner and I'm saying, hey, look, or the coach, I'm looking like, yo, I'm gonna look straight up like this, like, dude, owner, can we just rest up Asher-Smith for the next season? She's dealing with a hamstring injury. That's it's a grade 1 tear right now. We don't want her to get to a grade 3, because if it gets to a grade 3, then we might have to do surgery, or we might get to some other level here. All right, that's what I would be concerned with, right? So that's what we got. Now let's move on to what I think is going to happen. Yeah, see, perfect timing. She's looking like, oh yes. So I think she might actually run in the 10-8s here, because for whatever reason, she was able to run a blazing leg. She helped her team set a British national record, and she might have gotten the she might have gotten it dealt with enough rest in between, because she's not running until the 28th. So that's going to be what, 2 weeks off from Tokyo, that she might actually be able to have recovered. And if it's a one-off race instead of rounds, she might actually be able to run a fast time. And I would like to see her with a new PR. Even if she is still dealing with the hamstring injury, I'd like to see her with a new PR. What is it, a 1083 that she's at right now? So if we can get her down close to it or faster, that would be fantastic. What do you guys think with that one? Do you guys think that she will run a new PR? And as far as this, Elaine Thompson-Herah, she only has to run enough to win. I mean, she's significantly faster than Dina Asher-Smith and Shericka Jackson. I mean, unless Shericka Jackson is going to pull something out of her rear end, she doesn't really need to do anything. I see that it goes Elaine Thompson-Herah first, Shericka Jackson second, and then it goes Dina Asher-Smith. And there's something here that a lot of people are calling the Diamond League meets a joke, and that they aren't serious. I mean, Usain Bolt, Tyson Gay, Asafa Powell, they've run in the same Diamond League, and Justin Gatlin have run in the same Diamond League race before. Just because every single meet isn't the top athlete, like Bolt didn't go to every single one. I mean, he got paid so many other things, right? Tyson Gay didn't show up to every single one. Justin Gatlin didn't show up to every single one. Or Allison Felix didn't show up to every single one. Does that take away from the competition there? No, it's still hard to do that, because the same people that complain that American athletes can't do their times internationally, or they don't do that, then now they're saying, hey, Diamond League, when we're talking about the greatest of all time, is worthless. So which one is it? If it's worthless, then that means American athletes don't need to do any international stuff until they get to the championships, really, because if it has some value, they need to go and face the international competition outside the US. Go to get some jet lag. See if they can compete on jet lag, right? That way you could see if you can compete with jet lag first, because if you never get a chance to do that, then you don't know how you compare. So, I mean, which one is it? It's either Diamond Leagues are worthless, or they got some value to them. See, Dina Asher-Smith got the right idea. She's over there. Wait, hold up, little buddy. Hold up, guys. Y'all got to hold up. I don't got the 200-meter world championship title for no reason. And y'all over here questioning me and saying that I only got this at a weak competition. Like everybody's saying types of stuff. Weak this, weak that, and everything. Look, Dina Asher-Smith earned her stuff and everything. So like I said, on the next video, I will be covering Fred Curley, Bromell, and all of them. Either the next one or the one after that. And then we're going to cover something on Sha'Carri Richardson, because I think that this is an important one to cover too. She's going to be racing. Why not cover her? Because she's an athlete that's going to be coming up and racing against Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and Shericka Jackson. Talu's going to be there. It's basically like the Olympics, except less pressure. And so will a less pressured field allow her to actually win? More rested legs allow her to win? We're going to be discussing that on the next video. But here's Elaine Thompson-Herah to round this out, because that's what we're going to do. So peace. I'll catch you all on the next one.